You might be stuck in a rut. Row, fight the fuck it. Row, fight the power. Maybe your life fucking sucks right now. Believe in the me that believes in you. And who the Welcome back to Let's Talk Anime. I'm Derangerous, and let's talk about the beautiful yet graceful art of combining. You see, when you combine more than one thing together, it creates a brand new thing, and sometimes the new thing is better than the previous thing, okay? Case in point, take George Clinton, okay? He took his music and combined LSD with it, and boom, you got Parliament Funkadelic. Don't believe me? Here's another cool example. Take the Transformers, okay? There's so many different unique combinations of Transformers in history, okay? You take two different Transformers, combine them together, boom, you got an even better Transformer. Case in point, Devastator. How about Twix, okay? Delicious candy bar. You got cookies, chocolate, and caramel all mixed together. Okay, you cannot tell me Twix doesn't sound good. Sponsor me. But no, today's episode of Let's Talk Anime, we are going to be talking about a very unique anime. It's what happens when you combine two unique concepts together and then get rid of the logic behind it. Case in point, Gurren Lagann, baby. So I bet you're wondering right now,
what the fuck is Gurren Lagann?
And that's a very good question. Short answer, it's a fucking fire series, okay? It's a series that is just so good. I mean, it tells you to believe in yourself, okay? It makes you question everything. It motivates you to take your drill and pierce the fucking heavens with it. This is a story that is just so, it's simple. It's painfully simple, but it's great. This was one of the greatest works by Studio Gainax, and to this day, it is still heavily, emphasis on the word heavily celebrated, okay? You can't go 2 feet without seeing some reference to Gurren Lagann around you, especially the trademark Kamina glasses. Man, I wish I had Kamina glasses. That could ask people, who the hell do you think I am? One could say, Kill la Kill is like Gurren Lagann, mainly because Gurren Lagann is more masculine, while Kill la Kill is more feminine. Or to me, I don't give a fuck about which one's masculine or feminine. Is it good? Yes, no, maybe so. I don't know. I just watch. To understand Gurren Lagann, we need to understand the creators. And to understand the creators, we need to understand the two duo responsible for this groundbreaking series. The first one being Hiroyuki Imaishi. Now, I've actually talked about Hiroyuki Imaishi in the Kill la Kill video, so if you want to learn more about Imaishi, check that out instead. But we're going to focus primarily on the second one, veteran playwright Kazuki Nakashima, born in Fukuoka, Japan. Fun fact about Nakashima, he was a huge fan of Ken Ishikawa, the creator of the Getter Robo series. And if you don't know what Getter Robo is, get ready. Getter Robo was a huge deal when it came to the giant robot genre. You see, Go Nagai, okay, one of the greatest mangaka in existence, fight me on that, created the giant robot series. He came up with the idea of a person piloting a giant robot. Together with Ken Ishikawa, they came up with the idea of having multiple vehicles come together to form a giant robot. Trust me, this is gonna play a huge part. It was groundbreaking, and that led to the formation of series such as, say, Voltron, or who could forget Super Sentai, which later got adapted to Power Rangers. But there's more. You see, Nakashima here worked on Getter Robo. But Getter Robo is only just one series that he had under his belt. He's worked on a plethora of different series besides Getter Robo and Gurren Lagann. He has worked on Nodame Cantabile, Kill la Kill, Kamen Rider Forze, Re Cutie Honey, and Jukin Sentai Geki Ranger! Or if you're a Yankee, Power Rangers Jungle Fury. The guy's got some good experience under his belt, and especially since a lot of those series are bad even Nodame Cantabile. Let's keep moving on, shall we? So with Imaishi and Nakashima working together, it raises one good question. Why Gurren Lagann? Imaishi digs giant robots. I mean, who doesn't dig giant robots? Don't forget what Dangerous is. Haha. Chicks dig giant robots. Well, actually, I don't know. They dig whatever they want to dig. I'm not the one to judge or make assumptions. But besides the whole giant robots, there was one unique thing that Imaishi really wanted to include onto the giant robots, or onto the main giant robot in Gurren Lagann. What is it, you ask? Is it a sword? Is it a hammer? Or could it be blasters? Nope, it's neither that. Instead, it's a drill. Once they started working on the series and it was going into production, the people behind it really didn't have a lot of time to do 100% of research. You see, Gurren Lagann, as I said earlier, does not have logic. It has zero logic. And I'm gonna say this with a lot of respect to the series. It's kind of stupid. It's not a bad series. It is an amazing series. It's just, you can't apply logic to it. I mean, you can apply logic, but the best logic you can just apply is plot armor. And we've seen plot armor in different series, but Gurren Lagann takes the plot armor from here all the way up there. But the key motivating factor for this series is not just the absence of logic, it's also character growth. Let me explain. This series is a Gainax series. Gainax series tend to have really intensely written stories of different characters going through some kind of change. And some of these changes can be brutal. Some of them can be damaging, but the key thing is to watch and see the character overcome said challenges and said issues that plagued them in the past that leads to really good growth. Gurren Lagann does the same thing too, except they do it in a way that can be really brutal, but despite it being brutal, it works. It tells a compelling story to the point where you are roped in and emotionally invested from start to finish. And when I mean finish, I mean finish. You see, Gurren Lagann has that honor of saying, we are an anime series that is 100% complete. Not a lot of other series can do that, okay? A lot of series like to leave room open, say, hey, let's just do a sequel series, or let's expand the story even further. Gurren Lagann says, no, we're done. This is how it goes, start to finish. We're not adding any more, we're done. And honestly, it's great, because sometimes you don't want them to, add on and end up ruining the story that we've all come to know and love. Okay, here's the short version of the plot. There's a guy called the Spiral King. He forces humans to live underground. 2 humans basically said, no. War breaks out. The end. Let's talk about the characters in Gurren Lagann, shall we? Now, 9 times out of 10, I love to tell you everything about almost every character in a series, but this is one of those times where I'm going to leave you all in the dark a lot, because this series is really deep. So we're only going to focus on 3 main characters in the series. The first character, Kamina. If you had a motivational speaking contest between Kamina and Tony Robbins, there's a good chance Kamina is going to destroy Tony Robbins. Kamina is like the best person you could have backing you up. Kamina is gonna be there to motivate you constantly with whatever it is you are doing, okay? He is just so full of energy, confident, and always going to believe in you, blindly, mind you, and not give a shit, because he's still going to believe that you're going to prevail. I mean, look at the guy. He's tough, brave, bold. He is super confident. He's not afraid to throw down against anybody. He challenges authority every 5 seconds. And anytime someone tries to challenge him, he looks at him and goes, who the hell do you think I am? Yes, Kamina is that guy. But Kamina has one somewhat significant weakness, I guess you could say. You see, Kamina is 100% absolutely, positively stupid. He will tell somebody,
hey, here's the plan. We're gonna do this, do that, and go there.
But wait, why are we doing that?
So anyway, we're gonna go there.
Yeah, but why? What's gonna happen next?
I don't know. We're gonna go there.
That's literally what it is. He doesn't have a good, say, method to why he's doing it. It's just, I'm gonna do it. Oh, and one key important fact about Kamina, he believes that to be a man means you stare at beautiful women. Nothing creepy about that. Next up, there's Simone. It's not Simon, it's Simone. Simone is shy, timid. You know, I'll just fucking say it. He's the opposite of Kamina. Whereas Kamina was brave, bold, and, you know, headstrong, willing to start a fight and end a fight and go down swinging, Simone is kind of the opposite. Like, he's more quiet, reserved, withdrawn, timid. He can be a bit socially awkward, and he doesn't mind just falling in line with the system. It wasn't until Kamina gave him that inspiration to help him pick himself up and actually do more with himself. But the key thing about Simone that you gotta realize is that he is so well written. And by well written, meaning he is the realest anime character you will ever see. It's like when you watch this series as you're now older, you know, say you've watched it in the past and now you rewatch it, paying close attention to Simone's growth, it's super significant because it's the kind of growth we all go through. We all experience the same things he's experienced, to the point where it's made him a better person and he picks himself up. Yeah, there were moments he fell down a couple times and, you know, he became lazy and unmotivated, but that happens to everybody in life. Simone's development is one of the coolest things about this series. Him and Kamina's bond are like brothers. And because they're like brothers, they have each other's backs. And it's cute and adorable to see how Simone looks up to Kamina. And deep down inside, he wants to be like Kamina. And our last character is gonna be Yoko Littner, okay? If you mention Gurren Lagann and girls, the first thing that's always gonna pop up about 10 out of 10 times will be Yoko. Take a good look at her, okay? She wears a revealing outfit, has bright red hair, and carries around a sniper rifle. Now, I know a lot of you all are looking at Yoko and thinking, wow, she's hot, or wow, I want her to be my girlfriend. There's one thing I gotta say to you all, 14. Yeah. Yet, a question I have to ask is, why does she wear a revealing outfit? It turns out she wears it because if she wore any more clothes, it would restrict her movement in combat. I told you this series had zero logic. Kill la Kill is sort of like Gurren Lagann. One key thing about Kill la Kill is that they always teach you not to lose your way, okay? Those are some really motivational words, and plus, you hear that song, Don't Lose Your Way, throughout all of Kill la Kill. Gurren Lagann's words is just row, row, fight the power. What does that even mean though? How does one fight the power? How does one, you know, row and row? To fight the power, it means you're going to fight all the things that are against you. You may be living a life right now where you may feel that you can't do anything. You might be stuck in a rut. Maybe your life fucking sucks right now. But you know what? Fuck it. You gotta fight the power, okay? When things get hard, when things start to suck, and it feels like the whole world's against you, what do? You row, fight the power, okay? You gotta do the impossible, think the unthinkable, row, fight the power. You can't let life get you down. You get life down on itself, okay? If you don't believe in yourself, do what Kamina says. Believe in the me that believes in you. And who the But yeah, that was a really good motivationally speaking episode of Let's Talk Anime. As usual, I'm your host, Der Ranger Russ. If you like this episode, do me a huge favor and like, comment, subscribe. And if you're on YouTube, hit the bell icon. That way you can get new notifications when we upload new episodes. And follow us on TikTok. And tune in next time where we're going to be talking about a disease. This disease is kind of maximal, you know, it's really maximal or maximum. Maxim. It's a bit of a maxim, yeah. As well as we're gonna be tackling a certain type of parasite that is maxim. Until then, peace out. The storytelling from Studio Gainax is great. It sounds like a fart.